Right now I'm going to introduce the person that will give the invocation, and we'll get this thing rolling. We just finished filming a new movie called Great Balls of Fire, the life story of Jerry Lee Lewis. Got a new album out to come out on Enigma Records called Root Hog or Die. Please welcome Mr. Mojo Nixon.
I feel like a fool up here. I look like a fool, and I am a fool. I brought a watch in case I talk too long, you know. I've been known to say long things. First thing I want to say is, Debbie Gibson is pregnant with my two-headed love child. She is. Contrary to all rumors, she is pregnant with my two-headed love child. You know, I don't know whose idea it was to have me come up here at 10:30 in the morning, but it was a bad idea. It was wrong, you know, and a lot of people are still upstairs sleeping, you know. That's where I should be. They're like laying there and they're dreaming about deals and contracts and stuff, and they're just, you know, sleeping. That's where I should be. And so I'm thinking, Mojo, I'm saying to myself, I'm upstairs last night going, Mojo, you got to give a speech. What the hell are you going to say? You know what I'm saying? What the heck am I going to say? How am I going to get people's attention at 10:30 in the morning? You know, I just look at all them red eyes out there. You know? People hanging out. There's a couple of people in the back slobbering right now, you know. Veterans going in. Well, the thing I want to say is, fuck you is what I want to say. And the reason I want to say that, I want to say, fuck you if you think making money is more important than making good records. If you think keeping your job is more important than doing a good job, I say, fuck you, get out of here right now. Anybody out there take claim to that? I know some of y'all going, Mojo, you're not supposed to say fuck. Well, that's another question I got. Why can't you say fuck? What's wrong with that? It's just a word. You know, 4 letters, or you can say fart. You know, why is fuck a bad word? I don't understand. Who made these rules up? You know, I didn't make them up. Y'all didn't make them up. Little old ladies in Connecticut, friends of George Bush's wife, made up these rules. They're the same people that make bars close at 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, the same people that make people in 7-Elevens wear badges that say "We ID under 25." You know. I hate that. What if, you know, if they know you're under 25, how come they don't know if you're under 21? I mean, who makes these rules? And it's making me mad, you know. And well, the real thing I want to talk about here, though, the real F word is fear. Fear, you know, Franklin Delano Roosevelt said, "We have nothing to fear but fear itself." But nobody in the music business seems to be taking heed to that, you know. A lot of people are pusillanimous purveyors of putrid pus out there. Chicken shit is the word I want to say. They're afraid to sign new bands. They're afraid to play new bands. They're afraid to manage them or book them or promote them. You know, they all want to follow each other around in some kind of butt-sniffing closed circle of rancid mediocrity. And when people do that because they're afraid they're going to lose their job, they're afraid they're going to offend their neighbor, they're afraid they're going to, you know, get out of whack or something. Hell, if you lose, it's just your job, you know. A good song is a lot more important than your job. And you say, well, I got a car, I got kids, everything. Well, hell, you can get another job. Y'all are always changing jobs anyway, you know. And, you know, when I was a kid growing up, music meant a whole lot to me, and you know, my daddy ran a radio station. I heard a lot of songs, and there was one song that still, to me, to this day, just makes me want to lay down on the floor. It's called "Sweet Soul Music" by Arthur Conley. I hear that song, I'm transcendental. It's like I'm talking to Jesus, God, Buddha, all at the same time right then. You know, I hear that song, I hear the opening chords of that song, and I'm just like in my car, and I pull the car off the side of the road, and I stand up in front of the car, I stand on the hood and go like this. You know, and everybody in here somehow got involved in music, somehow, in whatever way, because of probably one song. It might have been Elvis or Little Richard, it might have been the Stones in the 60s, it might have been the Clash or something. Heck, it might have even been some foo-foo bands from England or something, you know. But there was a song that means something to you, so you felt like that song's talking to you. And one of the things I'm worried about is right now, there ain't too many songs like that, especially getting heard. They aren't on the radio, they aren't in the record stores. I mean, people are making them songs, but no one's hearing them, and that's kind of what's bothering me there, you know. And I think the kind of song I'm talking about is a song that's got some get up and go. It's got some gumption. A song that's got freedom in it, and sex, and dancing, and just lower body gyrations and whatnot. You know, a song that's funny and wild and outrageous. A song that, like, I don't know, when I was a kid, and I was at a putt-putt, this is no lie, I was at a putt-putt in 1965, and I heard the Stones' Satisfaction coming out of one of them little tinny speakers at the putt-putt. They had the AM radio station on, and I'm hitting the thing, and I knocked the ball over the fence, man, boom! And I'm like 8 years old or something, and I know that this song is wild and outrageous. I know that these guys are talking about fucking. You know, I mean, I don't know what fucking is, but I know they're talking about it, and they shouldn't be. You know. And that means something to me, you know, and that, I mean, like, every time I hear that, I'm back at that fool putt-putt, you know, wanging away. And, you know, I want to know, where are those songs today? Where are those bands today, you know? Where, you know, rock and roll has become this big corporate, giant, mega-mondo, you know, infrastructure thing-a-majigum, and, just, where's the wild, screaming dudes and dudettes, you know? Where's the people that are out there just going, ah! You know, and way too much. There's always going to be pop music. There's always going to be safe and easy, but there's way too much of that, you know. There's hardly any alternative, and I don't want to mention names, you know. I don't want to say that so and such is bad, but all these pop, metal, glam, what are power ballads? What the hell is a power ballad? You can't get a boner to a power ballad. So I think what we got to do, we got to go out and you got to take a chance. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess, if any of this makes any sense. You got to take a chance. You got to go out and you got to find those bands, and you got to say, I don't care what R&R says. I don't care what the Gavin says. I don't care what they're saying in New York. I think this is a great band. I think this is a great song. I think this is a great album. I'm going to play it. I don't care if they aren't playing it over here. I'm going to sign them. I'm going to manage them. I'm going to book them in my club. I'm going to help them out. You know, I'm going to give them a publishing deal. And I think you just got to have that commitment. And not everybody's going to be sparked by the same thing. You know, sweet soul music may not mean shit to you, but there'll be something out there that does. And you'll find it, and you got to just run with it, you know. Don't just run in a big pack of the butt-sniffing pack that I was talking about earlier. Don't just run in that pack. Get out there in your own damn pack, you know. And you got to take a chance. You got to make a decision. Don't be afraid to fuck up. Don't be afraid to say, man, it's a great band. And what, you know, and then you go, ooh, what if they go foo-foo on the third album? Well, so what, you know? You helped them on the first two albums when they were really great, you know, because, you know, the kids today, you know, my kid today, he's 6 years old, and kids today, you know, deserve better than what they're getting, I think. And I think it's our responsibility to help them out, you know. And the other side of all this is that we just become smaller and punier and meaner. But the other side, you know, is that America just turns into a shopping mall, turns into Wendy's. Music becomes McDonald's. And that's not what we want, you know. And I know each and every one of you out there know the difference between a real hamburger, a real hamburger with lettuce and tomato on it, you made on a grill with some fresh tomatoes, than whatever you can get at McDonald's. It's like night and day. It's like, I don't know, it's like thinking about beating off and doing some real good sex. I mean, you know. And we gotta fight these people. We can't let America turn into thinking about beating off. We gotta let America be grinding away. We gotta fight the greed heads, the people I said fuck you to earlier, the people that are more concerned about making money. There's nothing wrong with making money. You know, music and business means that you got music and you got commerce, but it's not all commerce. It's not all music. You know, with people that are just concerned with the lowest common denominator, so, you know, the most pablum pop thing, we got to kick these people in the ass. That's what we got to do. We got to strike it to them. They're money grubbers. They're greed heads. They're pusillanimous purveyors of putrid putts. And I want to say, I think that you know, our time has come. For too long now, the power ballad has been ruling the airwaves. For too long now, all this brain-dulling pablum has just been going on. Our time has come, and, you know, and you say, oh, Mojo, you keep saying our time has come, you know, and you think, and everything seems to be getting worse and worse, but let me tell you one thing right here, right now. You can't kill an idea. You can't kill rock and roll. You can take us off the radio. You can take us out of the stores. You can put us in jail. You can shoot us. You can censor us. You can say bad things about us. You can say, oh, Mojo, you can't say Louisiana lip lock on my little pork chop on MTV. You can tell us all kind of stuff about that. But you cannot kill an idea. New kids will come up, man, and they won't know that. And they're going to feel the sex and the freedom and the rebellion and the fun and the outrageousness in rock and roll. And ain't nothing going to stop them. It's going to keep coming. We're not going to go away. People keep saying, oh, I just want those bad eggs to go away. We're going to keep on coming, just like your worst nightmare, like the guy that comes to your house, eats all the food, and just won't leave. We're going to keep on coming. So I want to say, listen up, you corporate butt-suckers out there, man. We are not cattle. We are not profits. The airways belong to everybody here. The airways belong to the whole damn nation. And if you won't listen to reason, we might have to resort to visualizing armed insurrection. We might have to visualize armed insurrection. We might have to have wild in the streets. We might have to have total fucking anarchy right here, right now. I think I'm through. I don't know. And another thing. Hey, I'm through. Y'all ready back there? Hell. No, let's sit down here. Oh, I have to go back there. Oh, you want to come back? Okay.